We have reached the trade deadline and have already made our final moves this season to prepare for a playoff push. And yes, we're only in 4th place right now in the league's best division, but I think this team has a real chance to finally get us to the postseason for the first time in this series. We made the move last episode to add John Means and Anthony Santander, and I'm looking forward to the next couple months of this season. We have currently won 4 games in a row. We're still behind the Padres and the Giants at this point, but closing in on one of those top 2 wild card spots. After the Colton Welker walk-off last episode, we win on July 31st against the Giants. And to start the month of August, it's a 7-0 shutout, giving us 6 straight victories. We made it 7 with this game against the Oakland A's, moving to 57-46, 11 games above 500. Nick Solak had a big 8th inning double and helped us win this one late. And we're hoping to see our best win streak of the season carry on even further as we'll take on the Athletics. We have John Gray taking the mound. And thank you for all the feedback on recent episodes. I think we have a pretty special season brewing here, and I'm hoping to get a lot of fun episodes out as we chronicle this run for Colorado. Top 1, Greg Allen leads off for the A's and belts this one deep to center field, and Brian Reynolds will put this one away. We've seen the A's lose a lot of their players, and their roster now just looks like a random combination of players from other teams. And then Ramon Laureano is one of the only holdovers from earlier in the franchise. Bobby Salazar strikes out to end the first against John Gray, who has pitched unbelievably well this season. Didn't even start the year at the big league level, and now he's got a sub-3 ERA, putting up career numbers. It's the kind of thing you need to happen when one of your main starters tears his ACL early in the season. Well, we changed up the batting order today, and that is down the line, a fair ball for Trey Turner. He's simply hit too well to keep batting 5th or 6th. So I moved Brian Reynolds down in the order, and this might become more of a permanent deal as Turner has hit 20 home runs this year. The average is in a good spot. Extra bases all over the place for him. And now David Geronimo trying to bring him home. 3-2 count. And that's taken away. Trent Thornton with the walk. Some early inning trouble now with Rafael Devers at the plate. And the 1-2 is skied into shallow center. That's a big out there for Thornton, and nobody advances. That means Ty France gets a chance, and that's below the knees. The bases are now loaded, and Brian Reynolds has a chance hitting in the 6th spot today. Hitting around 250. Definitely showing off some power this season, though. And this one jammed him a bit. Shallow left. Nice play into the outfield, and Thornton leaves the bases loaded. Top 2, Will Myers is batting cleanup for Oakland, and he bounces this one back up the middle. No problem for Trey Turner. With 2 down, Isan Diaz hitting 6th, and he fouls off the fastball. John Gray gets ahead and closes the 2nd inning with his 2nd strikeout. Fastball up and in. Into the 3rd inning. Jonah Bride, the 8-hitter, and he gets one over 3rd base. This is into the left field corner, and Geronimo trying to challenge, and we're working on his arm. That's where the training has been focused. I'd love to see it get better. But John Gray strikes out Trent Thornton. There's number 3. So a runner at 2nd, back to the top of the order. Greg Allen follows off the changeup. 2 strikes again for John Gray. And skied into right. Really good breaking ball. And that's 3 scoreless, relatively quick innings for John Gray. But no score yet here in Colorado. And Brandon Nimmo turns on the pitch way inside, grounds out to first base. Trent Thornton also cruising after the 1st inning almost got out of hand. But this one runs inside. He hits Geronimo. And he's got enough speed to consider trying to steal a base here and there. Haven't done it too much, and I don't feel like it's ever worked out for me. Geronimo thrown out easily, and Devers will have a chance in the bottom of the fourth. That's a busted bat. John Gray picking up out number 2 here in the fourth. And he's only at 39 pitches at this point. Good breaking ball. Not falling behind hitters. And Will Myers chases outside. 3 of the first 4 innings for John Gray ended on a strikeout. He was lights out to start this game. Slow start for the offenses here in this one, and Rafael Devers is up again. What threw me off a little bit with Thornton early on was how little he relied on his fastball, and that made it feel like everything was so slow because he wasn't trying to throw his mid-90s fastball. 2-1 here to Devers, and he missed over the middle. Hammered deep to center field, way out of reach, and it stays in the yard. Devers to second, leadoff double. None of his pitches to Devers were the fastball. He didn't have the confidence early on. So that forced us to be a little more patient. And Reynolds gets his pitch, driven deep to center field, and will break this scoreless tie. It's a 2-0 home run. Number 17 for Brian Reynolds. If we keep him here in the 6th spot, he should have some chances with runners on base. I love how much deeper this order has gotten, and that's part of why I really believe in this year's team. 2 down, and getting the start today at catcher, we have Elijah Diori, and he hits a base hit into center. That brings up John Gray, and it's just his day. The pitching's going well. He picks up a base hit. Not often Brandon Nimmo has 2 on with an at-bat. And he gets jammed, unable to take advantage of this situation, and Thornton ends the inning. And that would actually be it for his day. But not John Gray. He's averaging under 10 pitches per inning here. This one's hammered deep to left field, and Geronimo makes the catch, reaching out on the run. Tyler Soderstrom at the plate with a chopper up the middle, and Trey Turner makes the play. 51 pitches through 5 innings. John Gray with a great pace going into the 6th. In the past, it always felt like no matter what, good, mediocre, John Gray would just go 5 innings. But today, a chance to earn a quality start. Into left field, Geronimo comes in and makes the catch. And that's not a trap. That's a clean catch for out number 2. Check out these pitch counts throughout the innings, though. 3 innings with single-digit pitches. His high was 15. Greg Allen working the count full. Jorge Polanco on deck. And we'll see Polanco as Gray issues the walk. Polanco over from the Minnesota Twins. Here's a 2-2 count and a line drive back up the middle. 2-1 for the A's for the first time all game. Are things catching up to John Gray? Here's Bobby Salazar able to get ahead. Curveball not very competitive. John Gray comes back with the fastball to get the first strike. And the curveball's a little low this time. 3-1 to Salazar. Called strike on the outside. 3-2. Runners leave early. Grounded up the middle. Turner behind second base makes the throw. And John Gray does earn his quality start. Things began to get away from him there at the 6th, so I didn't have him pitch the 7th at all. We go bottom of the 6th inning. And Reynolds drives one again deep to center field. Back to the track. This one's down, and it's extra bases with Reynolds flying around second. He's homered and now hits a triple in the 6th. Connor Joe trying to extend the Rockies' lead, and he works this count full. Lined into right center field. Extra bases again for Colorado. Feels like all Connor Joe does anymore is hit doubles. He does it here to make it 3-0. I think we'll see Joe play a lot more down the stretch as we traded away Brendan Rodgers, and we might need to move over Ty France more often. We have Joe playing first base in this game. And now Anthony Santander comes off the bench. And he drives it out to center field. And that one will make it 5-0. His first homer as a Rocky. I couldn't resist the chance to add a little power off the bench either. That's one thing we were missing, I felt, with our bench. Connor Joe's a solid contact hitter, good spot starter at times, but Santander can supply real major league power. 5-0 as we turn the game over to the bullpen. Alex Colomé facing Will Myers and quickly getting ahead. Striking out Myers on the knee-high changeup. Good start. Here's Ramon Laureano, 0 for 2. And now his first hit, a bouncer through the middle. Isan Diaz up again. And Colomé has this count run full. Payoff pitch nowhere close, and there are 2 aboard for the A's. We move ahead, Jonah Bride, 2 on, 2 down. And this turns into a battle. Quickly, the pitch count elevating for Colomé. Not where I want it to be. 3-2. There's the strikeout to end the inning. If you walked him there, his day was probably going to be done. And with this 5-0 lead, I felt pretty good having Jordan Holloway come in to hopefully finish it out. We're up 5. Just 6 outs to go. But Greg Allen will get Oakland on the board. There's a deep drive to right field. Holloway has not been great since we added him. For me to send him down to AAA, he would have to pass through waivers. And I just think with his overall rating, it's not likely. So I'm being a lot more patient. And there's a strikeout. Good curveball. I think that's his go-to pitch, especially with 2 strikes. So can Holloway finish out the 9th? We're up 4. Will Myers sharply hits single into right field. Ramon Laureano. Curveball misses low. And then he does the same with the fastball. Trying to get that low strike, just cannot do it. 4 straight miss low, and that will put 2 aboard. Here's Diaz. 2-1. And a deep drive down the right field line. Thankfully, foul. 2-2. Big strikeout for Holloway. He goes back to the curveball, gets the chase. 1 down. But at that point, I felt like we had to go to Scott Oberg. Holloway just wasn't sharp enough. And there's a drive into left field as Geronimo puts away out number 2. 1 more to go to make it 8 straight wins. And all of a sudden, Scott Oberg just cannot locate the strike zone. Not even close. He walks Jonah Bride, which puts the tying run potentially at the plate. Manny Pena comes off the bench. Oberg 0-1. He's behind it late on the fastball. 0-2. Fly ball deep to center. Reynolds back under it to seal the game, and the Rockies win it 5-1. Pretty good pitching performance all around. John Gray, of course, with 6 great innings. And, of course, the home run, not ideal from Holloway, but we will take wins like this, and we have done a lot of this lately, holding teams to 3 runs or less. You know that someone's probably going to go yard for us, and the offense has gotten considerably more consistent. And now that we have this win streak going, we're going to see how long this thing will last. We're trying to sweep the A's after sweeping San Francisco. 58-46 with John Means making his second start with Colorado. First one went really well. We had the walk-off win with Colton Welker. And here in the first inning, 2 down, Bobby Salazar hitting. And we're in player lock with Trey Turner. Batting in his 6th spot in this game. I didn't edit the full lineup quite yet, but I plan on doing that. Bottom 2 facing Kohei Arihara, and he draws the walk, 2 on. And that brings up Ty France, who's at 21 home runs. He's driven in 52. With a 2-2 count, he strikes out on the fastball. We'll go 2 batters later now. Nick Solak is getting to play more because Rogers is not there to play any second base any longer. He draws the walk, and they're loaded now, but it's John Means hitting in the second inning. Can he come through? No. That's the worst part, I think, about playing in the National League, is when you're in a spot where taking the pitcher out is not really an option, and you just got like a wasted at-bat with runners on base. After a walk for Trey Turner, trying to get in scoring position as the bat is busted, and he ends up at second base. That brings up Dom Nunez, and he strikes out. Arihara with a good start to the game, and the Rockies have this win streak in jeopardy. Grounder to short. Jump throw across the diamond. Nicely done to get Turner. Rockies still trailing 3-1 as we go bottom 8. And Turner once again on the ground to short with his speed applying some pressure. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Of course, we want to steal second base. Turner's not hiding that. He takes off to second, and he's in easily. So easily, I even considered having him steal third. But he doesn't, and France hits a slow roller into left, and Trey never slows down, scoring easily from second base. Part of me thought this might create a play at the plate, but Trey Turner is just so fast. So much faster than most players. Colorado makes it a 1-run game. And a base hit to left puts 2 on. We're trying to at least tie this game here, bottom of the 8th inning. And another hit up the middle will load the bases. We don't test this one. Probably the right call. But Alex Claudio's in some trouble here. And Connor Joe is coming off the bench. Down 1, bases loaded, nobody out. And the last thing you want here is to ground out to the pitcher and create a double play. That really hurts the rally. We still have 2 in scoring position, but now we need the hit, and they're going to a fresh pitcher. J.B. Wendelken out to face Brandon Nimmo. 2 on, 2 down, chasing the batting title. Back up the middle. It's played behind the second base bag, and that ends the 8th. What a missed opportunity. Oakland now 3 outs away from ending our streak. They bring out Liam Hendricks, 30 for 32 in save opportunities this season, striking out 46 in 38 innings. Brian Reynolds leads off for us, and Hendricks walks him on 4 pitches. So the tying run is on. That brings up second-year player David Geronimo, and he falls behind. 1-2 from Hendricks. He got him. Strike 3 on Geronimo, and that'll bring up Rafael Devers. Of course, double play in effect for Oakland. Devers trying to come through here in a big spot. That's a drive deep down the right field line, and it's off the foul pole to win the game. Rafael Devers will walk us off. It's 9 straight wins. How about this Rockies team? We keep the wins rolling against one of the best closers in the American League. That's his 3rd blown save. And last episode, we got one against Edwin Diaz. This is what it's going to take for us to be a playoff team, to steal a couple of games like this. We didn't start out as strong as I would like, and this helps make up for some of those games. It's now a season-high 9-game win streak, and it's not done yet. Rafael Devers is today's hero, and that vaults us into this second place spot. in the wild card standings. Now we're hoping to at least stay here and make this the floor. That's the 22nd home run this year for Rafael Devers. And while most of these numbers are falling way short from last year, I notice his WAR is actually up 0.6. But as we look ahead to our next stretch of games upcoming, this is going to be, I think, the most critical test for us. Because now we're 13 games over 500, but we play the Dodgers, Cardinals, Dodgers again, and the Padres. We're going to spend a lot of time on these next 2 weeks because ultimately our division record hasn't been very good and we need wins in this stretch. That will do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Always fun to end it on a walk-off. Let's see if we can do it again next time. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll have more Rockies coming your way soon. Have a great day.